Module 8. Leading Business Model Innovation in Large Organizations. Module Overview. Business Model Innovation, BMI, is relatively easier for startups, small enterprises, and entrepreneurial ventures because they are lean, flexible, and not weighed down by legacy systems or entrenched ways of working. But in large organizations, BMI presents a unique set of challenges and opportunities. This module focuses on how leaders in big companies can effectively champion, design, and execute business model innovation despite the inertia, politics, and risks that come with scale. 1. Understanding the landscape of large organizations. Large corporations often operate with decades of success, deep market share, massive resources, and established customer bases. While these attributes seem advantageous, they can paradoxically create resistance to change. Some dynamics at play include bureaucracy and hierarchy, multi-layered decision-making slows innovation, silo mentality, departments protect their budgets and territories, making cross-functional collaboration difficult. Risk aversion, fear of cannibalizing profitable existing business lines, the innovator's dilemma. Short-term performance pressure, quarterly financial targets discourage long-term experimentation. Leaders must recognize these forces and proactively design strategies to overcome them. 2. The dual transformation imperative. Large firms must balance transformation A. Protecting and optimizing the core business, improving operational efficiency, customer satisfaction, and margins. Transformation B. Building new business models that disrupt, reinvent, or leapfrog competitors. This dual transformation requires leaders to manage paradoxes: stability versus disruption, short-term profitability versus long-term reinvention, and centralized control versus decentralized experimentation. 3. Leadership roles in driving BMI in large organizations. The role of leaders goes beyond just approving budgets for innovation projects. They must embody champions of transformation. Visionary leadership, clearly articulating why innovation is essential for survival, not just growth. Political navigator, breaking down internal resistance, negotiating support, and securing buy-in from stakeholders. Culture shaper, driving a culture where failure is reframed as learning, experimentation is encouraged, and creativity is rewarded. Architect of structures, creating innovation labs, corporate venture arms, or cross-functional task forces to test and scale new business models. Resource allocator, ensuring new ventures are not starved of funding while balancing investment in the core. 4. Organizational structures that enable innovation. Large organizations cannot just wish innovation into existence. They need formal structures that institutionalize the process: corporate incubators, accelerators, internal spaces where ideas are tested away from corporate red tape. Skunkworks projects, small autonomous teams tasked with radical innovation outside normal reporting structures. Strategic partnerships, collaborating with startups, universities, and tech firms for fresh thinking. Corporate venture capital, CVC, investing in startups to learn new trends and integrate external innovation. Agile units within big firms, adopting lean startup principles in large company environments. 5. Managing resistance to innovation. Resistance is inevitable in large firms. Employees may fear job loss, managers may resist disrupting profitable product lines, and boards may worry about short-term returns. Leaders must communicate urgency, use market data, competitor moves, and customer shifts to highlight risks of inaction. Create safe spaces, pilot programs where failure doesn't threaten careers. Reward adopters, incentivize individuals and teams who embrace innovation. Align incentives, ensure performance metrics, KPIs, bonuses, are aligned with innovation outcomes, not just current profit. 6. Scaling business model innovation. Launching a pilot is relatively easy. Scaling across a global corporation is harder. You must standardize successful models. Once proven, replicate across regions or product lines. Integrate with core systems. balance new business models with legacy IT, supply chain, and finance systems, educate workforce, upskill employees to operate within new models, e.g., digital platforms, subscription services, govern strategically, decide whether to spin off new ventures, integrate them fully, or run them as hybrids. 7. Culture and mindset for large-scale innovation. The single biggest barrier in large organizations is mindset. Leaders must cultivate ambidextrous thinking, the ability to manage the present while creating the future. Experimentation mindset, using small test and learn pilots instead of massive upfront investments. Psychological safety, allowing employees to take risks without fear of punishment. Learning orientation, embedding continuous improvement and reflection into the DNA of the firm. 8. Case examples. Amazon transformed from an online bookstore to a global platform giant by continuously reinventing business models. AWS, Prime, Kindle. IBM shifted from hardware to services, consulting, and cloud solutions. GE, General Electric, attempted, with mixed success, to reinvent through digital industrial initiatives. Apple evolved from computers into a global ecosystem business with iTunes, iCloud, App Store, and subscription models. Each example demonstrates how large firms, despite their size, can reimagine themselves through business model innovation.